Hello, my viewers and my subscribers. Thank you so much for tuning in today to this video. It's talking about what to do when you are terminated wrongfully. Okay. I'm sorry, I'm talking a little low. I have like a sore throat going on, so that's why I don't really want to irritate this throat that much, but I really need to get this point across. All right. This video, it may be a little controversial. I don't want to get any hate mail, but I just might. All right, but I'm going to share with you my tips, my suggestions on what to do when you are terminated wrongfully. Okay. The reason why I can share these tips is because I almost was terminated wrongfully. Okay, and what happened was I spoke out about a situation that was wrong, that was going on, that was detrimental to my job as a tech. I couldn't work as a tech because of the situation. You know, I couldn't really pay attention to my patients because I had to do something that I wasn't supposed to do. Okay, now it didn't violate the policies and procedures. It was just an extra assignment of patients that I had to deal with because of something that was being allowed. And I spoke up about it. And the person at the time, he said that he didn't like how I sounded and how he just brought it into a whole nother light. All I did was tell him such and such, you know what? This is not right. Like, why? You know, I said it in a nice way. I said, such as, may I speak to you, such and such, and knocked on the office door. May I speak to you, such and such? Yeah, come on in. And then that's when things took another turn because the number one reason why it took another turn, I didn't have a witness. The witness came after things escalated. That's why in my other video, all right, even in the other video I made concerning terminations, I say if you're having a problem with management and you have a cool buddy on the job that has a hard back, not a soft back, take them into the office with you as a witness because it's your word against the manager. And guess who's going to win? The manager. So no shade to the manager, no shade to management, but this is my perspective as a tech and I'm going to go in. I think it's good. I know it's good to have a witness. You need to get a buddy who is not in all the gossip, not in all the drama, or a nurse, or someone that works in your clinic that has a hard back and that's not a softie and like, oh, I'm scared. I don't know. No, you need someone that is cool and level-headed to take with you into the office, not to run their mouth, but to listen and to be a witness. Because like I said, it's your word against management and you already know who's going to win. So moving on. Now, when I was about to get terminated, I begged the man. I said, please, let me just resign. Please don't terminate me. Because I know it's hard out here, really, to find a job as a tech. Because where I am in New York City, like, it just is. Because I'm in the city. I'm not in the outskirts. In the outskirts, it's more easier. But in the city, you got more people living there. And it's more harder. Okay? Techs come into my unit all the time asking for application or how they can apply to become a tech. So trust me, it's not easy. It's more easier for a nurse to get another job than it is a tech. So, and some may disagree with me on that, but that's all right. But I asked to resign. And when I resigned, I had made a complaint about what had transpired. Okay, so let me sum it up for you. For instance, you've been going through a situation where you're boxed in. It's like no one is really there to help you. Maybe you have that one cool teammate that you can, chat with. Not deep chat, but, hey, what's up? How you doing? So now you have been boxed in. They have fired you. And you didn't know what to do in that boxed in state. You didn't have no one to talk to. You tried everything you could, and you got fired behind it. Whatever situation that was really not your fault. You had no fault in it at all. You tried to even rectify it. Whatever they were complaining about, or they just fired you for a stupid reason that was stupid. Okay, they made up a reason and fired you. Number one thing to do after you're fired, you need to write down the date and the time you was fired. Number two, you need to write the company that fired you. You need to write the company, because if you do not write the company, they're not going to know. And what I mean, not the company, not like your unit, the headquarters. And some people may be like, nah, me not write them, man. I'm write them because they know what they're doing. Me not write them. Oh, what? See, that mindset I hate. I hate when people say stuff like that to me. Some crazy stuff I have seen happen to people, and they're like, me not write them. I just leave it. No, you need to write them a letter. Whew. I don't know how many times to say that. Not an email, a letter certified. Write the company. Company such and such. This is blah, blah, blah. I have been an employee since X, Y, and Z year. And during my time as an employee, this is what I experienced. And I need you to know, and I just want you to possibly investigate it. Now, that is not being a snitch, man. See, the thing is, you don't have a job right now. So the thing is, if you make a complaint about what happened to you, that is not being a snitch. Please, don't think, oh my goodness, I'll be snitching. No, you're out of a job right now. Sorry for my voice. But you got to make this complaint. The company ain't gonna know what happened to you. The headquarters ain't gonna know nothing. They might just get another form stating, hey, such and such been terminated. Okay, next. If you don't care, they're not gonna care. See, that's what helped me when I resigned. Writing a letter. Really not writing, but calling also. Sorry, calling and making a written statement. That's what it was. Sorry. Calling and having the person write a written statement that is from the company about what happened to me. Some companies have compliance hotlines. Use them. You need to put the date and you need to put the time. Call as many times as you can. And get your request through. Hey, this is what happened to me on such and such date. I got fired wrongfully. And that, honestly, that is what saved me. Because the company did an investigation. And guess what? I was in the right. I got my job back. And did Cassia think it was? No. It wasn't. I got my job back. Imagine if I didn't do that. Imagine if I didn't do it. I would be out of a job. Well, really, I would be working for this other unit that was so far away. It was really far, and it was very difficult for me to continue to go. Plus, at the time, I was pregnant, so I had to take 3 trains to get all the way out there. It's a nice unit, but the pay was low also. They dropped me, no union. So you got to fight. You got to fight. You got to fight. You got to fight. And, if Did I even tell you? I think I said certified mail. Yeah, send a certified mail if you're writing a letter. If you're calling any compliance hotline, if your company has a compliance hotline, then call that and still write a letter. Honestly, if I had known to write a written letter back then, I would have did it. Because to resolve the situation, it took over a month. And at that time, I was naive. The only thing that I knew to do was just to call a number and to rant about what happened. Okay, so I encourage you to do both. I encourage you to do both. Because, hey, your employment is important, and people need to know how you felt. They need to know what happened to you, because if you don't do it, nobody's going to know nothing, and you're just going to be another number that's terminated. You need people to dig in and investigate what happened to you. All right. And I am a big one, on keeping a diary. I didn't learn this till like the last 2 years before I got injured on the job, on how to really keep a diary of notes with the dates, with the time, on what transpired. If you're having an issue in your clinic and you could be out the door, you need to go buy a composition book or a diary with a lock, and you need to be writing down the dates. You need to be writing down the times this happened so you can have a track record. So it will even help your case if you did get fired. If you was not able to resign like I suggested, it can even help your case once you get fired, because you're going to put in whatever letter, whether you call them and they write up a written report, or you make a letter, or you do both. You're going to put all of that information that's in your diary onto the letter and send it to the company. A track record. Okay? If you have a teammate on the job, you have a witness. Maybe that witness might be timid and say, I don't want to really be bothered. But you could say, hey, I did have a witness, because some people don't like their names in reports because they don't want to get fired. So you could just say, hey, I had X, Y, and I had this witness. I did have a witness. You don't have to put their name. I just had a witness. And then if that person wants you to put their name on the report, then you could put their name on the report. But like I said, some people are kind of, I'll walk in there with you to the office to listen. But in terms of putting my name on a report, I'm a little bit nervous about that. I don't know about that. I don't think I want my name on a report because they might fire me. The managers that's giving you the problem, they're going to start giving me the problem now. Because they're going to say I'm a snitch. Even though what they did to you was wrong, they're going to say I'm a snitch. So guys, I want to reiterate again. You need to write down the date and the time that you have been fired, that you got fired. You also need to see if you're going to write a letter to the company, if they have a compliance hotline, if you're going to call that hotline, or are you going to do both? All right. That's very important. And I just want to encourage you that if it works out, if the company investigates and they find it in your favor, hooray, hooray. And you got reinstated to your job, that is good. If you do not get reinstated to your job, let me tell you, in another video, I'll show you how to set up your resume the right way, and how to also get positive references. See, even on your job, if you're one who hasn't got fired yet, you need to start getting some references. Maybe from the social worker, from the dietitian to write you a nice letter. If they liked you and they liked working with you, you need that. Okay, so if you do get fired, you can use that. And if they are cool, if they are cool with you, and even after you get fired, they don't mind you using their name as a reference, even though you have the letter, then use it. But if they turn out to be your enemy, once you get fired, do not use them. Start building a network of other people. Maybe you know someone in another unit, a dietitian. That's why I'm a big one on per diem work, because you can get references from other clinics. Hey, this girl, she was a good worker. I don't mind giving her a letter. She was on point. Her charts were done. Her patients loved her. I'm going to give her a reference. It doesn't even have to be in your home unit. You get those references from other units you worked in. You build a good report about yourself. Even though this unit is talking bad about you, you still know that you're the bomb. All right? So that'll be in another video. But keep these tips in mind. I hope they helped. And you have a blessed day. All right, bye.